panties and bra you shot down in Golden Yogi
Oh
Show.
no, I picked those up too.
Needed it as evidence.
Enough with your pathetic excuses.
Oh my god, dude.
Just aim under the container.
How pathetic can you be?
Damn it, Date!
I was gonna give this to Reika as a gift.
Someone else's underwear?
Used underwear?
Wine and underwear are best when aged.
No, they're not. Wine, sure, but no.
That's a famous saying in France.
No, it isn't.
That is not true.
Dante, what are you doing?
Iris is in trouble.
Date!
Okay. I just gotta throw it, right?
Doesn't explain to anybody why he suddenly has like a bra in his hand. So dumb.
Goodbye!
What the hell? This must be a gift from heaven. So wet as it gets.
Oh
So
my god.
dirty. Shameless. Absolutely shameless.
This is so dumb.
Good. That went well. Now, if we can cause that container above them to fall.
I see it. I could shoot the cable.
Can you make the shot?
Yeah.
Then let's go.
Bro, that shot's gonna be impossible. Like, think about how impossible that shot would be in the dark.
Oh shit, move!
Oh, they all jumped in the water. Okay, cool.
Let's go.
Roger.
There's still more guards. What now? Now it's gonna be Mizuki. It's gotta be. There's nothing else we can shoot or do here.
The last one.
Once we get through here, then
What's the plan? Find them. My turn.
Wait! Mizuki! Oh, that idiot!
You're gonna have to support her by shooting too.
Date, Mizuki can't do this alone.
I mean, obviously.
Moma, cover me.
hey, wait up!
How are they not getting me though? From that distance.
Seriously?
There's no way they're not getting me from that distance. Game magic, yeah.
Motherfucker!
They shoot rubber bullet. Probably Terajima. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Uh-oh.
Mizuki!
They're not dead, by the way. Like, they're not even like it's impossible that they're all unconscious too.
Thank you.
My goddess, your chariot has arrived.
Dante!
Ota, mission complete.
All right, got it!
The Erotic Legend of Atlantis. That's the name of the achievement. After that, we split up and booked it. Moma got behind the wheel of his vehicle. Oda took the van, and I got into my own car. Mizuki went with Oda, and Iris came with me. We drove off as fast as we could in different directions. The rain poured down endlessly. The neon lights of the city blurred faintly through the fine drops of rain. The shrine?
Date, Moma and Mizuki contacted us. They're all safe.
Good.
I breathe a long sigh of relief. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm a lot better actually. Sorry, by the way, for everything.
During our escape, Iris got motion sickness. I decided to pull over at Ikumi's shrine so she could rest.
Oh, and thank you. I never thanked you for saving me.
You should be thanking those three. Some bodyguard I am. I put you in danger.
That's not true. If it wasn't for you, I would have... Anyway, there's nothing else to say, but thank you.
Did Pewter say anything?
Nothing in particular. I didn't talk to him at all in the car.
What about the group of gangsters?
They were all speaking different languages, so I didn't understand anything.
How about the Winter Iris?
Looking at the iris again?
Oh, yeah. I can't see it well in the rain.
You must really like that flower.
Of course, we share the same name.
Iris, the rainbow goddess.
Yeah, that's what Uncle taught me.
The uncle again.
Perhaps it is not the flower itself that Iris likes.
Listen to our story,
Do you
okay?
think the fruit of immortality really exists?
Legend about the shrine?
Yeah,
I told you yesterday, I don't believe in that stuff.
I see.
But you do believe in parallel worlds and secret societies.
True.
Because I experienced that in Iris' Somnium.
This could be a negative side effect of the sync. It is possible that you've been emotionally compromised by Iris's morbid inner consciousness.
Hey! Adesima, thank you so much for the raid! I appreciate it, that's super kind! Ashri Lee, thank you so much for joining with the raid. Adesima as well. Oh, how are you guys doing? What were
I have
you
a giant
playing?
thing in my hands.
Ashri Lee, thank you so much for the follow. That's awesome. Thank you. Look at those lovely emote. I love it. Oh, yo, it's like a little cat. Oh, it's like a little black cat. I have 2 black cats at home. I'm doing great. Thank you. Can I get a shout out for Ashri Lee? I would appreciate it, guys. He's actually our cat. Oh, nice. I have two. Well, I mean, I have 3 cats, but I have 2 black cats. Speaking of, there's one right here. That's Mia. She's 5 months old, and our other one is 5 years old. Other black cat called Snow. And there's Nymeria. She's like all the way up in the cat tree next to me, but she's a tabby. She's not actually black. You have the same at home? Aww. That's awesome. Yeah, I think my mods might not be around anymore. Hold on. There it is. Nice. Oh, Tales of Arise. So cool. We actually played Tales of Arise. We finished it earlier. I mean, it was during Christmas time. So like in between Christmas and New Year's is when we finished Tales of Arise. It was really nice. How are we liking it so far? Finally getting to the end of it, maybe? I mean, possible. Guys, please check out Adesima. I will make sure to follow as well if I don't already. But yeah, thank you so much. You're enjoying it. Nice. Which character are you playing in battle? Do you have like a specific character you're sticking with? Are you like swapping characters all the time? Like, what are you doing exactly? You still, it's okay, Samurai. It's all good. It's all good.
Emotionally.
Have you guys ever played this game before?
Well, there is no point in discussing this now.
Thing is Alphen most of the time. I was actually playing with the girl with the shield. I forgot her name. Like anytime I can play like in an actual like regular RPG, I typically play as a tank, and I really like shields and stuff. And I usually play a female character as well. So like to me, it was a perfect fit. Like she uses a shield. She's mainly a tank. It was great. I was playing with Rinwell and like mages. Nice, Urjima. It's on your to play list. Oh, it's incredible. It's really good. It can be sad at times, but it's mostly absolutely bonkers and hilarious. Like we laugh so much playing this game. It's kind of crazy. There's so many clips on the channel that are just made from this game because it's just so dumb.
I used to love Uncle.
And the cool thing too is like it actually has like branching storylines. So like it has like a flow chart. So you can actually go down like different rabbit holes, and like anytime the story splits, it's vastly different outcomes. It's like, so basically like the major things in the game, like characters dying and stuff like that, sometimes changes depending on which branch you're going down. But the small kind of the small information, like who gave that object to who, and like why is that character, like what is the big secret behind that character specifically, like all those things remain true regardless of which path you take. And so basically like you go down like any path, right? And so like this path here ended, that path here also ended, but like this one here is locked. I can't go any further because I'm missing information. So like that one I can't go back to yet. I can't finish it. So I have to kind of like go here. And I went down here. I went this way. I got locked again. So I went back here, and then I went the other way. So like now I'm here. And like these different, so technically from what I read online, there is one true ending, and you can only access it once you've completed all the other branches. So like right now I'm going down this path. I'm pretty sure once this finishes, I'm gonna be able to go back here and like finish this one up. And once that's gonna be done, I think we're gonna finish with this branch. And I think this branch is actually the real ending, the true ending. It's really cool. I just beat Volran. I don't know where that is in the timeline of the story, but they played a cutscene that felt like it was about to be the credits, but it was not. Oh, Volran. What's Volran? It rings a bell. The name rings a bell somehow. Aiba's electric shock. Aiba can release an electric charge directly into Date's brain via artificial nerve. Date is thereby prevented from doing anything Aiba finds distasteful. Date is only free from this risk when Aiba is charging, but Aiba can still see during this time. Isis and Iris. Iris claims that according to the one theory, Iris is in Greek mythology is the same as Isis in Egyptian mythology, but this is just a theory. Maybe the result of a popular Japanese urban legend, because I can't find many reference to it in non-Japanese websites. Skanda, a Hindu god adopted into the Buddhist religion called Idaten in Japan. Legend has it that Skanda was a guardian of the Buddha's relics. The relics were stolen by evil demons, but Skanda proved his faith and his incredible speed by getting all of the relics back. A certain super fast hero is named after Idaten. Interesting. They combined the element of the table, and the floating girl had the darkness orb. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I just remembered. I just remember what Volran is. Yeah, I remember. Yep. Yeah. So that's where you're at, Adesima? That's exactly where you stopped today? If so, I've bad news for you if you think you're about to end the game, because you're not. If that is the moment you finished today, you're like, you just finished with part 1 of the story. There's like an entire part 2. You've got some ways to go yet. That explains the cutscene. Yeah, it's you've got some ways to go. I thought the same thing, the exact same thing too. Yeah, I was sure this was going to be the end, and then there's a cutscene, and you're like, oh no, and then like it continues for a while yet. To me personally, I didn't like the story in part 2 as much. I felt that the story in part 1 was way better. When like it really felt like it kind of derailed in part 2. But I mean, like, it's, you know, it's subjective, right? Like everybody likes different things. But I really preferred the story in part 1. The rarest SSR, the rarest, most valuable denomination of cards in the electronic card game, popular or smartphones. SR stands for super rare, but there were some debates as to what SSR means. Super rare, or special super rare, or Saitama super rare. Okay. Iturup Island, the largest island in the Kuril island chain between Japan and Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula. Both countries claim this island as their territory. Because of the delicate situation, it had better not write my opinion here. El Gorg, an enormous multinational corporation headquartered in California, specializes in internet-related services such as online advertisement, technology, search engine, cloud computing, software, and even hardware. For the past 10 years, they have also been developing spacefaring technology in rockets. I love that it's basically like Groggle, like the reverse of Groggle, which is almost like Google. Show no mercy. Part of Ota's inspirational speech that he totally came up with on his own. Promise. Right. Kunashir Island, an island located at the westernmost end of the Kuril Islands. So what other game have you been playing on your stream, Adesima? Like any kind of like, like you seem to be interested in this game and you're playing Tales of Arise. Like, are you big into JRPGs? Stage 4, although brain tumors are cancers, they're not given stages, they're given grades. Grade 1 is benign, whereas grade 4 is the most malignant. Blood-brain barrier. The brain's defense mechanism, sometimes called the BBB, prevents harmful substances in the bloodstream from reaching brain cells. It is not a hard barrier like bone, but instead a semi-permeable membrane of endothelial cells. Aiba said that only objects of 4 nanometers or less can pass through, but it is not technically true. Some vitamins, amino acids, and glucose can pass through, though the exact mechanism for this is unknown. I didn't even know that was a thing. Like the blood-brain barrier, I didn't even know that existed. Conflict, a disagreement, contradiction, or clash. In computer terms, multiple tasks competing for the same file or memory area can cause conflict, which could result in system failure. In game development, conflict arises when 2 or more people try to edit the same file at the same time. Conflict is also, of course, common among humans, obviously. There's so many terms, oh my god. Shikotan, an island located in the eastern part of the Abomai archipelago off Hokkaido. Wine and underwear are best when aged. Dude. As Aiba mentioned, this is most definitely not a real saying in France. The French and the Japanese tend to have opposite interpretations of things. I'll let you decide who's right. I'm telling you right now, this is not a thing. Like, wine and underwear are best when aged? No. No. Wine and cheese? BFF, another way of saying best friends forever, an old saying that might be completely dead by the time this game comes out, but I'm gonna keep it there anyway. I think BFF is still a thing, right? Like, kids do still use that these days? Do you know? Anybody got kids? A satellite that remains in a fixed position at all times, a geostationary satellite when seen from the ground. Geosynchronous orbit refers to orbiting the Earth along the equator at a height of 22,236 miles, such a satellite will revolve around the Earth at exactly the same speed as Earth's 24-hour rotation. So it's always in the same position. Mass hysteria, a mental illness in which a person's delusion are rapidly transmitted to others which share in the same delusion, also known as mass psychogenic illness. During a sync, if the subject is under a delusion, the same delusion could be spread to the mind of the syncer. This may be why Date is so eager to believe Iris. I mean, that makes sense. Delirium, a consciousness which shows symptoms of illusions or hallucinations. Extreme inebriation can cause this. Osiris's resurrection. Iris said with a group of her friends, she gathered up Osiris's body and started the resurrection ritual, and so Osiris was revived. Well, technically he wasn't all there, so he wasn't in one piece. You may be wondering exactly what was missing. Well, one of Osiris's body parts was eaten by a fish in the Nile River. It was, unfortunately, his junk. Osiris was resurrected without a dick. Poor guy, but at least he got to reign as king of the underworld. Oh my god. Mafia, an international criminal organization. Okay. Space advocacy group. A group of enthusiasts who track small celestial bodies near Earth, such as comets, asteroids, and meteoroids. I couldn't use the exact name because it might have made people in Japan upset, but it goes without saying that this group discovered X00639. Okay. Shoot. What some people say when throwing out their end in rock, paper, scissors. Really? Sup, girl. Blow those boys away. Oh, I remember this. Phrases that only the cool kids like Iris use. A signifier of an in-group. Don't misuse or misspeak it. Oh my god. Anthropic Principle. The concept that observations in the universe must be compatible with life, capable of observing it. Imagine, for example, the surface of a table. On this table is a hole with a complicated shape. Countless objects are dropped onto the hole, but unless they match perfectly, the object will not pass through. Now imagine that myriad objects were dropped towards the hole over an infinite period of time. Eventually, one object will fit perfectly in the hole. Let's call this object X. If X could think, it would observe that to pass perfectly through the hole the way it did, the hole had to be exactly the same shape. They might even think that it could only and must be that exact shape. That is the Anthropic Principle. Bastet. The goddess from Egyptian mythology, typically depicted with a cat's head, sometimes seen as the other half of the lioness goddess Sekhmet. Associated with the Eye of Ra, she's also regarded as a symbol of fertility, sexual love, music, and dancing, which explains why Iris got that on her like waist. Abomai Islands, islands of the eastern shore of Hokkaido and the tip of the Nimuro Peninsula. Fugu eggs. The fugu, a kind of pufferfish, is filled with tetrodotoxin and extremely toxic. The lethal dose from oral ingestion of tetrodotoxin is 1 to 2 milligram, which is said to be about 850 times the potency of potassium cyanide. Shoulder to shoulder. To be united as one, the team that made this game a reality stands shoulder to shoulder, heart to heart. Main branch careers. Police officers or bureaucrats who passed the National Public Service General Professional Examination begin work at the main branch or head office. Typically, they are quickly promoted to senior management positions, barring any unforeseen incidents. Some became police officers under the Prefectural Police Officer Recruitment Examination, which sees about 15,000 applicants a year. Since the number of career hires is about 30 each year, you can see how selective the force is. Damn, that's super selective. Jung. Carl Gustav Jung. Oh, Jung. Okay, yeah. Swiss psychologist and psychiatrist, most famous for his collective unconscious theory, which claims that certain images and ideas are shared by all mankind, which could explain phenomena like Mandela effect. Heart to heart. See shoulder to shoulder. Yeah, we did. Rothschild, a family at the center of many conspiracy theories. Some claim that they are one of the world's secret ruling families with power and influence in banking, nuclear energy, and nationalistic political parties. See Rockefeller. Another family at the center of many conspiracy theories. Some claim that they are one of the world's secret ruling families with power and influence in oil and war profiteering. It would appear on the surface that the Rothschild and the Rockefellers hold opposing views, but some conspiracy theorists believe that they are actually operating at the whim of some higher authority. Both families have been the subject of lawsuits claiming that they are bent on world domination. We stand. See heart to heart and shoulder to shoulders. Without our team all standing together, this game would not have been made. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Okay. And we got this earlier. Oh. Okay. Wow. She has significantly less boobs on this. Like, she really does. Than in the game. Like, in the actual game files? Oh my god. Like...
Not like romantically. I was 12 at the time, and Uncle was already in a relationship.
Okay.
You mean with your mom?
Oh, you knew about that?
Yeah.
I've heard a lot. Like the Okonomiyaki incident?
Yeah, the picture I drew.
Right.
We were always like that. We always acted silly and played around and stuff. I remember that in 6th grade, Uncle and I used to play hand games.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Like ratty cakes.
Ratty cakes?
It's like patty cakes mixed with rock, paper, scissors.
What?
Ratty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Pat it, poke it, fill it with fruit. Put it in the oven. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I win! Yay!
Okay. What was Uncle's real name?
I don't know. I only called him Uncle. Mama called him Falco.
Yeah, number 89. They're only figuring it now, but like it's obvious that's what it is.
Falco.
Yeah, we knew this.
Isn't it a funny name? Sort of weird for a Japanese man. Oh, maybe he wasn't Japanese. I never found out where he was from.
Before he met me, he committed some terrible crime.
Obviously, we know. We know from another
It
timeline.
appears that Hitomi and the assassin number 89 were dating.
What?
I'm not really surprised.
Now you have to take the penalty. Up, side to side, up, down, pinch.
And number 89 is with Renju now. What the hell is going on here?
I didn't keep my promise.
Promise?
Did you forget? I told you that I would tell you who my late night visitor was if you went on a date with me.
Oh, true.
Oh, right.
And we went on a date, so guess I'll tell you now. Sunday at 2 a.m., I was visited by...
Who?
Renju Okiura.
What?
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 He seemed really sick, probably because of his injury. At the time, I had no idea what had happened to him. He was sweating buckets, and he came up to me with this begging look in his eyes. He said, "Come with me." He seemed really desperate. I couldn't say no, so I got into his rental car. We went somewhere, I don't know where, some deserted building. Mr. Okiura got out of the car, then grabbed my hand. He tried to pull me inside. I got scared. I pulled my hand away and ran.
Yo, that would have been where when she died, probably in the other, like in the parallel world. Why didn't you tell me this?
Mr. Okiura has done so much for me. He took care of me as a kid. He helped me at Lemniscate. I wanted to trust him. No matter what happens, I can't think of him as a bad person. I mean, he never did anything bad to me. He came to my house at 2 in the morning and tried to take me to an abandoned building, but you never know. maybe he wanted to show me some flowers or something that he found.
No, 100% he wanted to kill
Or
you.
it was like a prank he was filming for the internet or something. And that's what I thought at the time. That's what I kept telling myself. But after hearing everything you've told me, I can't see Mr. Okira the same way. Maybe he's a part of Nice. Maybe he's trying to...
What happened to Renju?
I don't know. I haven't seen him or spoken to him since.
What did you do after you ran away?
Well, I didn't go home. I thought he might come back. I just walked around and went into a bunch of stores, restaurants, coffee shops, net cafes. I was afraid that he would try to call me, so I turned off my phone too. And then at night, around 7 I think, I turned on my phone and got a Nile message from Mizuki. I wanted to stay at your place. I met up with her and took her home. I thought having her around would comfort me. I don't know.
Where did he take you exactly?
Iris, I need you to tell me one thing. Where did Renju take you? Where did he take you exactly?
It's been closed for 8 years. The chemical plant in the Kawasaki district.
The chemical plant. Yo! For the first time we can go there finally. Oh my god. That's crazy. Oh man, this is just getting really, really spicy.